Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel, on our website, or my Instagram. Reach out to me directly at tmosso at thewatchbox.com. And today we were discussing a 2014 Platinum limited edition of 33 pieces from MB&F. This is the Legacy Machine 101, the most wearable of the Legacy machines. This 40mm Platinum case is compact across the wrist as it measures a delightfully short cropped 47.6 millimeters with a thickness of 15.5 millimeters, of which almost half is the dramatically domed sapphire, with a spacing between the lugs of 21 millimeters. Let's throw it on the wrist, 16 centimeters in circumference. Real quick, take a look. MB&F claims 16 millimeters thick. Well, I should say they under-promised and over-delivered, as it's actually half a millimeter thinner than that, and in spite of its cartoonishly domed sapphire, it will actually slip underneath the cuff because the case flank is so low. The watch is short across the wrist, and I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 13 centimeters in circumference, making it the rare MB&F suitable for a very small wrist or unisex applications. Let's take a look at the hardware and the software. The strap is nicely made. Large rectangular scale alligator leather on the top with a little bit of a distressed pattern. It is a brand new strap with a sheer side, a monotone stitch. It's rich gloss black on the underside. You can see a more natural calfskin. This is Camille Fournet for MB&F, the Parisian strap maker, OEM manufacturer to Vacheron and JLC, making a custom piece for MB&F. Now you also have a platinum pin buckle, MB&F branded naturally. You can see there's a little recess for the pin inside the buckle. The pin is polished. The buckle is mostly satin with a few well-chosen polished bevels. No default designs, everything thoughtfully considered here. The lugs are sharply broken out from the case band for a independent sculptural presence, and you can see they have a little bit of beveling on their side, high polished hoods, satin finished sides. You can see the satination on the lugs is actually vertical in contrast to the longitudinal satin on the case. There is a little bit of a polish to the case back, and then the lip of the bezel, which is vertical, giving way to a very shallow polished conical section. The crown is down at what would conventionally be about 4 o'clock on a normal watch. You can see the MB&F Battle Axe logo on the outer profile of the polished and sharply knurled crown. And then we get to the dial, which is a lovely spiral satin metallic blue with an engraved Legacy Machine script, a set of lacquered white dials. One is the time, one is the power reserve, 45 hours. Then you have a full specular finished or mirrored balance bridge that has a wonderful arching presence, and it arcs over the center of the dial, and you can see that the profile of the escapement bridge for the wheel and the anchor, it's designed to mimic that delta profile of the balance bridge itself. All of this is immaculately hand finished, by the way. You get the escapement on the dial side, you get the balance on the dial side. So you have a full balance bridge for stability, and then you have a free-sprung architecture for still more stability. You have a handmade Breguet over coil hairspring for excellent timing in any orientation, and the balance itself, though featured in a wonderfully classical presentation, the balance is up to the minute with variable inertia via recessed timing bolts, and you can see because of their recession, this is also an aerodynamic balance that beats away at 18,000 vibrations per hour while removing the timing bolts from the free airstream. So you can see how that looks once you get it running. You can also see the power reserve winding towards 45 hours down at 6 o'clock. 18,000 vibrations per hour. The 14mm balance is one of the largest I've ever seen. The overcoil is beautiful and compounds the timing precision of the watch, and it should be precise because this is a watch conceived in conjunction with Kari Voutilainen, the Finnish watchmaker, of course advising on both the standard of finish and the architecture of the bridges. So there's the finish, which is beautiful, but then there's also the traditional center wheel layout, and these, as well as the carved profiles of the bridges, these are all elements that Kari has advised. You can see that the train jewels are set in golden chaton, pocket watch style. You have that center wheel architecture, pocket watch style. You have lovely satin finished wheels with some polished flourishes, and then you have mirrored anglage that is so broad and bright you don't even need a loop to appreciate it. All screw heads are black polished with chamfered slots in circumference, and you can see that there is an engine turned perlage on the base plate with satination on all wheels. The finish is uncompromising. You can see this is number 20 of 33, 30 meters water resistant, so it's not an aquatic timepiece, but in every other regard, it's the perfect 23 jewel dress watch. If you are looking for something that is uncommon, created by one of the flagship independent manufacturers of our time and one of the most influential. In conjunction with one of the most influential independent watchmakers, this is the best of the best. Email tmosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details of this 33-piece Platinum Legacy Machine 101.